By the blood of the fallen, by the will of the forgotten, by the power of eternal shadow, we call upon thee, Amaron, Lord of Darkness!
All hail Amaron! All hail Amaron!
Bring forth the sacrifice.
No! Please! There must be another way! Amaron is but a myth, a story from the times when Morbius ruled this world!
Then let him remain a myth until he wakes.
You know what to do. Throw him in.
It's happening. He is returning!
You have woken me.
Great Amaron, the blood offering has been made.
I have been waiting, and now I have returned. All hail Amaron! All hail Amaron! All hail Amaron! All hail Amaron! All hail Amaron!
Are you two done yet with your tinkering? I feel like there's nothing to do at the moment, especially since you've been working on that console for 3 hours now. Can we go somewhere exciting?
Yes, I'm really sorry if I haven't been all that active or at the moment, Skyler. I'm trying to figure out the inner materialization switch over here. It's been jammed for some time now.
Oh, well then, K9, will you tell us how long it'll take?
That information is deemed classified, Miss Skyler.
Well, that's a bummer.
There we go! Good as new! Right, K9, I need you to reactivate the dimorphic systems. Affirmative, Master. Oh no, K9, what did you do? Following my instructions the Time Lords have given me. I knew there was something off about you recently.
Doctor? What's going on?
It seems the TARDIS is under remote control and taking us somewhere important.
Could you try and reverse it?
Well, certainly not in this case.
What does this mean?
Oh dear, just as I thought. It's the Time Lords. They're summoning the TARDIS back to Gallifrey because of some important crisis.
Wait, so we're actually going to your planet, Doctor?
Unfortunately, we are.
But what's so bad about heading back home?
Oh, you have no idea what you're about to come face to face with.
Right then. Have you sorted the Doctor's TARDIS to arrive here?
Yes, Lady Magoria. Though, are you sure he will agree to help us?
He has to. This is a serious matter for which no other is capable of. Only the Doctor and his friend can make things right.
The signals are getting closer, ma'am. Here he comes.
Well then, here we are. My home world. Home sweet home. It isn't really all that interesting, to be honest. We can easily just pop back into the TARDIS and get going.
Are you kidding? This place is incredible. There's so much beauty within the atmosphere. I was excited to see the Eye of Aurum, but this place, this is way cooler. You should be enjoying this, Doctor.
Well, how can I when we've been forced to come back here?
Welcome home, Doctor. We apologize that we have had to summon you in this very critical time.
Oh, I was hoping to be greeted by Romana of all people.
Unfortunately, she's on leave to handle negotiation work with the United Intergalactic Federation. Hopefully, you will give us a chance to be part of such an intergovernmental organization that protects the universe from dangerous threats. I am Chancellor Magoria.
Well, pleasure to meeting you, Chancellor Magoria. I hope we try and get on to the best that we can. Anyway, why have I been summoned back here?
The reason we have brought you and your friend here is vital in order to save the universe. For you see, Doctor...
Let me guess. I'm on trial again. Can I at least, for 3 minutes, not have to testify my actions? Haven't done anything wrong in the last 3,000 years.
Doctor, if you could please not interrupt and just listen for a change. We're not here to put you on trial. I'm asking for your help.
Very well then. What's the situation?
Are you familiar with a Time Lord known as Amaron?
Yes, I believe so. What about him?
The Time Lords have foreseen a vision. Amaron has been resurrected from the grave.
Oh no. No. This is something that should not have happened. This is not good. This is not good at all.
Sorry, very new Time Lord mythology over here, but who exactly is Amaron?
Well, let's just say he's a dark legend in Gallifreyan society. He was once second in command of the High Council, back when Morbius seized control over the planet.
And this Morbius guy?
Morbius was one of the most ruthless dictators Gallifrey ever knew. His goal was to eliminate every star system across the universe, hoping to keep the Time Lord a purified race. It's absolutely horrific, if you get what I mean. Amaron saw the madness in him, and eventually he overthrew Morbius and exiled him to Khan.
But that's only half the story. As for Amaron, he was revealed to possess not only Time Lord DNA, but hidden genes of the great vampires, one of the Time Lord's greatest enemies.
Amaron was banished, with his body cast into a void, yet his essence endured. Rumours began to spread of a cult devoted to him, hoping to bring him back from the dead.
So it's all true. He's actually returned.
I'm afraid so.
And if Amaron truly has resurrected, he can even try to summon his army of great vampires. And that would make him stronger than ever before. Where are the cult's whereabouts?
The cult resides on the planet of Dashtrara. A massive castle was built for when Amaron was to return.
Well, let's go after him then. It might even be an easy job. How bad can it be?
And not so fast. We're aware of how dangerous this mission will be, which is why we've arranged for someone to assist you.
Oh, but we do have K9, and he's very dependable in a crisis like this.
K9 will be handy for this mission as well, but I also meant another Time Lord. Doctor, you remember Dexus? One of the top agents of the CIA.
Oh, brilliant. Just what I needed. A babysitter of a superiority complex.
And I see you haven't changed, Doctor. Still uncooperative to authority.
And you're still as pompous as I remembered back at the academy.
Let's make one thing clear. This isn't about your ego. This is about stopping Amaron before he tears the universe apart.
Well, this just got interesting.
I don't like this. Not one little bit.
You don't have to like it, Doctor, but you do have to work together. There's no other choice.
I'm not here to argue, Doctor. I'm here to get results. You and I, we're doing this by the book.
Well, then where's the sense in fun of that?
Let's not waste any time and start moving. Come along, you two.
Now, Skyler, I know this might be a bit much, but do try to keep an eye on those two. I don't want them strangling each other by the time they find Amaron.
Don't worry. You can count on me to keep going to the Doctor. I know what he's like.
This way, my lord. Your study has been restored exactly as it was before your exile.
Is it exactly as I remembered it?
To the tiniest detail. Within these walls, you'll find all you need, from a large selection of books to even a simple armchair.
The Time Lords were fools to cast me into the void. Their fear was their wisdom, and their undoing.
Also, I may have something that might please you.
There they are, my fellow brothers and sisters, all waiting, preparing to strike vengeance on their common foe.
Shall we begin preparations, my lord, with the portal?
Why, yes. The great vampires are starving, but soon they will cross the barrier, and Gallifrey will kneel before our might. The age of the Time Lords shall end, and from their ashes I shall rise as the one true master of time.
Well, I see you've done the place up a bit. A bit too gloomy, if you ask my opinion.
Well, I made it match the tone of how I feel.
And what's that? A dark and brooding angel of the night?
You know, you are this close for me kicking you off my ship for insulting my taste of style.
For the love for everything in existence, would you please just knock it off? Your rivalry with your former colleague, it's getting real exhausting to hear.
She is right, after all, Doctor.
All right. Well, you win this time, Skyler.
Perfect. Now, with that out of the way, we should try and stop the ceremony where the large man-bats may be summoned. K9, would you mind setting controls to Destrada?
Affirmative, Master Dexus. Setting destination to planet Destaria.
Well, that made things more easier than expected.
He was my companion for a while. Although, I did use him a lot as a getaway free card on some occasions.
And the other times?
Constantly getting broken down and needed repairs.
And that is why we can't have these things.
Oh, ha ha ha. Very funny, Dexus.
Well, we've landed rather smoothly this time round.
It might have been K9's good steering that did the trick. Oh, good work on you, old boy. Thank you, Master.
With that, we should see if we've made it to the right place and time.
Don't you worry about me, Dexus. I'm sure we're in the right place. Better that we check outside to see where we are first. Ah, yes. Well, not exactly where I was meant to land, but we're close enough, though. Only just a few miles off. Right, Skyler, Dexus, you can come out now. K9, you stay and monitor things from out here, okay?
Affirmative, Master.
Wow! Ugh, this place is boiling!
Half the planet is riddled with active lava. Destrada's core runs hotter than most Class 5 planets. Just be careful you don't fall in.
Well, the good news is now that we've arrived here, now we've got to work out where we actually need to go in the first place. Haha! There! That's where we're going.
But the castle? That's got evil lair written all over it. It'll take hours to hike up there.
Then we best get moving. Nothing but a bit of uphill cardio can kickstart a good adventure like so. Well, come along, you two. Don't stand around here. You'll get fried to death.
Next time, I vote we land at the castle, Doctor.
Well, then where's the fun in that?
Drink, my brothers. Restore your strength. Soon you shall walk among the stars once more.
My lord, forgive the intrusion, but...
You enter unannounced. You dare interrupt the sacred feeding. I warned you what would happen if you failed to show the proper reverence.
Please, my lord, Amaron. There are strangers approaching from the west. They come in a blue box.
Time Lords.
Yes, Time Lords.
Very well, then. We should at least make them feel right at home. And let this be a lesson. Never interrupt me again.
No, please, Amaron. Forgive me, I beg you. Don't kill me. No, Master, please, no!
Well, the good news is we made it up. Took you to a good while, but we're here.
The only plausible thing we can do is go inside and see if Amaron really is alive.
Do you think it's safe to go in? From the looks of it, this place is giving off spooky vibes.
Well, it's better than nothing.
Don't worry, I'll take it from here.
What brings you to the secret chamber of our Lord and Master, Amaron?
Oh, great, they caught us. What's the solution now?
Oh, the only good thing you can do is just put your hands up and smile.
You know, your charms won't always get us or you out of every situation, Doctor.
Don't worry, Dexus. I know what I'm doing.
Our Master has been expecting you, Time Lord.
Oh, has he set up a fancy dinner for us or something? My crew and I are definitely needing some good old food after a long walk from down below the castle.
Well, you're not wrong there, Doctor.
Doctor, are you seriously trying to charm these cultists? All we know, they might be onto something.
If everyone is waiting for us for some supper, then we'll join up with him. Just follow my lead and everything will go fine. I promise.
Very well then. Take us to your master.
Follow me this way. Our Master will be with you shortly.
Well, let's just hope he doesn't keep us waiting.
Welcome, my dear guests. I'm rather pleased that you'd make it on such short notice.
So, you must be the mighty Amaron. I've always been a bit curious to meet you in the flesh.
You seem to know an awful lot about me.
As a Time Lord like yourself, I've always had an interest about our history and its many secrets.
We should at least enjoy our food whilst it's still warm. A lot of it is rather special and rare for its time.
Well, best we dig in.
I will say, this roast steak is rather delectable.
That's because it's a rare Volta beast that lives within the caves. A very great species, slowly going extinct.
Wait, so you just go out and kill animals just to eat them?
Usually, I'm not the type who gets his hands dirty. The food is collected by my subjects.
So they basically do all the dirty work for you while you sit around here being all high and mighty?
Now, Dexus. Take it easy.
But that's enough about me. I would like to get to know you three, and why you've come here.
Well, that's easy for me to explain. I'm the Doctor, the woman is my companion, Skylar Matheson, and the one in the fancy robes is Dexus, member of the High Council of Gallifrey and of the Celestial Intervention Agency.
We have simply come here to see your progress on how you've been doing since your recent resurrection.
How do you know about that?
Probably word of mouth from the Time Lords.
That's rather understandable. It's been rather aggressive the last few days being alive after a millennia of being lost in a void.
And how was that for you?
It was dark, quiet, and alone. It was like I was falling forever into an abyss. There were things I saw which perplexed me. The Time War, the Flux. Many invasions led by the Supreme Commander, and of course, you, Doctor.
Me? What makes me fit in all this?
That's the interesting part. Your life is nothing more than a mystery. From rewritten events in your past and future, a secret past that switches back and forth, and even another life that shows a darker side.
I should warn you, Amaron. I don't fall for those kinds of tricks, where you can twist my mind and make me all melodramatic. 'cause it ain't gonna work on me, sunshine.
Luckily for you, you won't have to worry about that.
Oh, that's actually good.
Because you, my friends, aren't leaving this tower from now on.
Well, this escalated things rather quickly.
You want for us to kill him?
Of course not. They'll actually come in handy for the next step of the plan.
What's plan?
The one I've been plotting for centuries. Deep beneath this castle lies the remaining few surviving great vampires. I shall offer a deal to the Time Lords, either to surrender their powers to me, or my army shall take it by force.
That's insane, Amaron. Why would you want to do such a thing?
The answers will come clear to you when the time comes. Guards, take them away.
Yes, my master.
That was the weirdest dinner party I've ever been to. Did anyone else get the feeling we were the main course?
I think he wants something from us. Information probably, or maybe needs us for one of his plans.
Or it means he's arrogant enough to think that we're no longer a threat.
Oi, lot, inside! Ah!
Fantastic. A prison cell in an old ancient castle. This trip keeps getting better.
Well, he's making moves now. Feeding the grand vampires, hiding behind the shadows. But locking us away means he's getting closer to the heart of his true plan.
We should have eliminated him the moment we stepped through those gates.
No! We don't start with executions. We uncover the truth, we expose the threat, and then we stop it. I'm not falling into bloodshed. Is that clear?
Yeah, but preferably before we become vampire food.
We're not just against Amaron. We're up against a force of nature. Against legends. And he's planning to rewrite both. Well, this ain't gonna be easy. You just talk amongst yourselves. I'm just gonna proceed with what I would usually do in a situation like this.
Doctor, I'm going to figure out a way to get us out of this place, and I can't think while you're playing with that silly contraption.
Well, I need something to help me pass through the time here. Who knows if we end up as fresh meat for the herd that Amaron's got downstairs?
Yet that's the part I'm trying to figure out. Why would this cult want to bring him back after all these years?
It's simple. Revenge on all Time Lords, after he was banished.
With him being born as not just a Time Lord, but a great vampire. Crossbreeding was against the laws of time and a law on Gallifreyan society. Yet from my perspective now, I simply see it as outdated and, well, pretty much stupid.
Coming from the man who once claimed to be half human on his mother's side.
It was merely a way to gain access to an atomic clock while I was trying to defeat the Master. I was simply absorbing a bit of human DNA, and it's not the last time I've done that.
Could we not get distracted on who kissed who and focused on the now?
The only thing we can do, young Miss Skyler, is wait. Finally, some peace and quiet.
Hey, what'd you do that for? Now I have to rename myself to the Chairman of Boredom.
Oi! You in the hut! Get up! Lord Amaron is waiting for you downstairs.
Oh, now this looks more like my type of thing.
Wait! You're just bailing out on us!
Seems that Amaron seems to have some good use for me for once.
You can't just fall into his game of tricks.
Don't worry about me, Skyler. I have everything under control. Dexus, if anything goes down bad, I need you to take care of Skyler, no matter what happens.
So now you trust me. I mean, I promise, Doctor.
Good work, you two.
Alright, that's enough. Now get moving.
Well, very well, Dark Helmet.
Well, this is gonna be fantastic. More waiting.
Now then, time to teach you both a lesson not to insult our great leader, Amaron.
How are you able to do that? Is that even a slight sonic screwdriver?
It's more so door handles, so to speak. Obviously, Time Lords are highly advanced beings from another time and tend to create many interesting gadgets apart from sonic screwdrivers.
I have to say that god won't be waking up anytime soon.
Nothing a bit of Venusian Aikido will do to keep them down for the time being.
We better follow after the Doctor and stop Amaron before this plan falls into fruition.
Precisely that. You take that guard's blaster. Might come in handy.
Right then, Dexus. Let's get moving.
What are you waiting for, my friend? Jump in. They won't harm you.
Oh, it's too deep, Great One. I can't do it. I swear, I can't do it.
This is taking forever. Chuck them in. Ah, Doctor. Quite a pleasure for you to be a part of the ceremony.
If I had known this was your idea of entertainment, I would have easily brought in my organ-playing skills into the mix.
Always the wit for you.
I'm more concerned of why you've had me dragged in here and not to be one of your sacrifices. What could the great and powerful Amaron possibly want with me?
Because you're far more clever than even you allow yourself to believe. You've walked through time and space, survived wars that shattered worlds, and now you're here, at the turning point. Now, this will be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Help me open the gateway to Gallifrey. Let me bring them through, and I give you my word, Skyler, and your ever-suspicious little agent Dexus will be spared. No harm will come to them.
So that's your offer? My friends get to live in exchange for unleashing a bloodthirsty army onto our home planet?
Your home. I helped them get rid of Morbius when he went mad. But in the end, the Time Lords turned their backs on me. They're nothing more but a higher power who see inferiors as nothing. Those that are not like them are mistakes.
But that was years ago! Millions of years ago! I know what they did to you was wrong. But you're a part of Gallifreyan society, even if you weren't born there. The Time Lords now are long since gone from traditions. Believe me, you're not alone. Because we have something in common, Amaron.
What do you mean?
We're both outsiders who were exiled from home. Yes, we both took very different paths, with you starting a cult and being this almighty god figure and all that usual shenanigans.
And so are you to an extent.
Well, that's a little different. I don't prefer myself being seen as a god, because I don't go for that type of nonsense. I'm not all that powerful. I'm not really just a timeless child. And definitely do not give me that chosen one nonsense. Because the answer's simple. I'm simply but a traveler, going from one place after another, getting myself into trouble, and overall just having a good time with what I have. And that's what really defines me. I'm not special. I'm not important. I'm just fine being me. That's it.
Maybe there is a chance I can be accepted back.
Well, I hate to be the man of criticism regarding your attack force plan, but those tricks are very, very overplayed if you want my opinion. Yet, you can leave this all behind. And join me. Why don't we go to Gallifrey together? Settle this like civilized people. We can live like equals again. We can be a united civilization.
Time Lords and great vampires living together in peace.
Exactly. But it's your choice.
And yet, I can give them purpose again with real power. We can remake the cosmos in our vision. Rid the Time Lord of their filth.
So this is it. You still only care for spilt blood and hatred. I won't let you turn Gallifrey into a planet of monsters.
But you will. Because deep down, you know this universe needs change. And because if you don't, your friends will be the next offering.
Don't you dare, Amaron. You leave them right out of this!
We'll see about that.
Step away from the portal, Amaron. You're under arrest.
Release the doctor and shut it down now!
Oh, I'm afraid it's only just beginning.
Doctor, what's going on?
It's begun. The first part of Amaron's revenge. The return of the great vampires.
Fly, my siblings, fly! Let Gallifrey know why they should fear us again.
It's over, Doctor. We've lost. They're gonna take over Gallifrey.
Not on my watch.
Well, that was rather quick, especially for your standards.
No time to complain. Best you two get inside. Now!
This isn't over, Doctor. Not by a long shot.
I tried to help you, Amaron. Now you've just started something that no one will be able to stop.
I don't intend to stop, Doctor. I intend to rule once more.
Then if that's how you're gonna play it, then meet me on Gallifrey. We'll settle this like true Time Lords. Best you hold on, you two. We ain't done with Amaron yet.
Look, we can't let him win like that. He's gonna destroy Gallifrey with an army of vampires.
Great vampires, to be precise, but he won't just stop there. He'll take over the whole universe and rule it with an iron fist.
And we're the ones who have to stop it before things go out of hand. And that's why we are going back home.
But it's dangerous for us to go right back now, isn't it?
The only person that dangerous around here is me.
Well, I prefer kicking some vampire butt for once.
Well then, off we go!
Chancellor Magoria, the enemy is inbound fast. They're approaching the Citadel from the northern ridge.
Then let me see, General. So, Amaron returns at last.
There's too many of them. They'll tear this place apart piece by piece.
Then do whatever you can to hold them off.
Yes, Chancellor. Attention all forces. Prepare your battle stations. Raise the city's defenses immediately. This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill. Ready on standby. And... fire!
General, the vampires are gaining closer to the city.
Looks like we'll need ground forces to attack from below.
It's no use. Amaron's forces are growing larger by the minute.
Then we must get you into the interchamber immediately. It is the safest place in the city.
Then hurry!
Leaving so soon, Marjorie. I thought the High Council welcomed old legends.
You're no longer a legend. That honor was stripped away when you were banished.
Say what you will, but this world will kneel before me again. The Time Lords have grown soft, complacent. It's time Gallifrey remembered their ways of old. Now let's make this easy for everyone, since I'm going to give you one or two options.
And they are?
Surrender the Citadel and accept the New Order, or watch your precious people perish completely in one swift stroke.
Never. We don't make deals with foul creatures like you.
Then you leave me with no choice. Boys, show him how we do things in our time.
No! No!
You monster!
To be fair, he was too much of a goody two-shoes.
Just stop this madness now! You've had your fun!
Yet the party is just getting started.
If you want Gallifrey so much, then go ahead! Kill me!
If you exist.
Let her go, Amaron! Let her go.
Well, the prodigal Time Lord returns. Come to beg, Doctor?
No. I've come to end this.
Chancellor Magoria, are you alright?
Yes, thank you. But you two need to get out of here now.
You must go. This is my fight. I want you to get Magoria to safety.
You're sure about this?
Look, just go. Now.
I see Lady Romana will be pleased that you got K9 back in one piece.
And now he'll be more helpful in this situation than ever.
I'm ready to assist you both.
Good boy, K9. Now, we need to get the Chancellor out of here. Can you lead us to the main office chamber?
Affirmative. Follow me this way.
You're still not wanting to join me. You would have made a great apprentice.
I don't fall for that type of nonsense very likely. I'm better off being on my own.
I offered you evolution, a return to what we once are, to a new age of gods and monsters. But you're always the one to never follow the rules. That's why you'll lose.
That does it!
You can't stop me, Doctor. I've become more powerful than any Time Lord has ever dreamt of. Let me take you to the council chamber and see the view from outside.
They won't hold them back for long. If the Doctor fails, we're all lost.
Guys, look! I can see the Doctor! He's being taken away by Amaron!
Has to be something. Anything we can use to stop Amaron. Wait a minute. I think I can see something. Seems to be some kind of chest. Almost like a mace.
That can't be!
What is it?
The Gauntlet of Rassilon, worn by the founding father of the Time Lord Society.
I thought it was destroyed after his exile.
No. The Council feared the Gauntlet for its power, so they locked it away. We were never meant to speak of it again.
Caution! The gauntlet contains immense temporal and dimensional energy. Probability of catastrophe misuse 89.7%.
We don't have a choice. If the Doctor falls, this is our only chance to stop Amaron.
So, what exactly does that thing do?
It doesn't just destroy. It erases anything and anyone from time and space, as though the person never even existed.
It's time to make Amaron a ghost in history.
Can't you see it, Doctor? Our home world in a brand new era. When those who did us wrong are finally destroyed.
If there's something you don't realize, Amaron, what was your true vision? Did you really want it to become a war?
What are you trying to say?
Take a real closer look and see what's down there right in front of you now. There is a conflict that's been raging on for generations. The Time Lords and the Great Vampires, fighting to the death in a pure misery of bloodshed. Something that Rassilon would have wanted. Nothing more but power and control!
How dare you speak of me that way?
You told me you wanted to bring together the Great Vampires and the Time Lords for you to be seen as equal in the end. You only just turned corrupted. You let your heart grow dark and started another war between both your kinds.
I'll kill you for this. Any last words, Doctor?
Back away from him now!
We came to help you as soon as we could.
Seriously, what's with it with me being separated and kidnapped like this time round? Just a lucky target for all things.
But we did find something that might come in handy as of right now.
A weapon stronger than the moment, or a single black hole. something worn by the founding father of Time Lord society.
Even though he was an absolute madman worse than Amaron here.
Please leave your views aside for this moment.
I see you found the Gauntlet of Rassillion. How quaint of you.
Are you trying to mock me?
Look, I see you being all high and mighty with that gauntlet. Yet you wouldn't have the guts to use it, even if you tried.
But I will, and it will be the death of you.
Magoria, you don't have to end it like this. There's still time to end this without...
He's already made his choice.
Wait, what are you doing?
Sending you on a long journey. A very long journey.
Wait, no, please! You can't do this to me. You can punish me all you want, but not like this. Can't you show pity?
You were exiled for 1,000 years. Now it will be forever.
Doctor, look. The great vampire has stopped.
They're not attacking anymore. How can this be?
Amaron was in control of them. Now the link is broken.
The vampire horde. They're going back into the portal.
Back to the realm where they once belonged. Now they can finally live in peace, away from this catastrophe.
So is it over now, Doctor?
I believe so, Skyler. I believe so. And with that we should be going.
We're leaving already? Could we at least say goodbye?
You can if you want. But I'm heading straight back to the TARDIS.
Doctor, why the sudden turnaround? You should be satisfied that Amaron is defeated.
Satisfied? Satisfied? You think I'd be satisfied for what you do with the Gauntlet of Rassillion?
But what other choice did we have? What else could we have done? If we didn't use the gauntlet in time, Gallifrey would have been extinct under Amaron's control. You should realize that by now, Doctor. We should be all-powerful.
No. Your main job is to simply observe and let me do all the work. And don't give me that nonsense about Rassilion's almighty power, because what he did was wrong. And I want nothing to be a part of that.
Doctor, you could have at least had some nice words and not just barge out like that.
Skyler, I'm not in the mood to talk about this.
No, we're not going inside the TARDIS unless you give me the gist of what is going on.
Well, you know what I said about how I'm not really happy about my ancestry? Well, I'm not. Yes, the Time Lords were all-powerful beings, but they were also corrupted. They used weapons that they misused disgracefully, and that's why for years the Time Lords have since become observers, only to watch time and to keep it in balance.
Is there anything else that makes you feel upset today?
I do kind of feel bad for Amaron in a way. Yes, he was completely mad, and I'm glad that the threat is gone, but not like that. There should have been another way.
Oh, sorry for coming down in this sort of manner, but I wanted to thank you, Doctor, for sorting those things out. I do agree Amaron's demise should have been handled more formally.
Well, I was rather happy for you to help us out in the end. I really want to thank you, Dexus.
Now, with the threat to Delta Gallifrey, we'll just need a bit of rebuilding. Luckily, just in time before Romana returns.
Luckily, that'll be all good, Dexus. Do tell her that I said hi to her when she gets back.
I'll be sure to do so, Doctor. Good luck, you two.
Cheerio, Dexus. Until we meet again.
Well, it was a pleasure meeting you, Dexus.
Indeed it was, Skylar.
Now, I know this might be out of hand, but would you be interested in going to office and helping out shape the planet in a new way?
Well, I've always wanted to give it a try. I might help bring Gallifrey back to a new way of life, or make it a more equal planet. Not just for the Time Lords, but for the outsiders who live beyond the Citadel.
I'm certain you'll do good things. Oh, great, he's gonna do it again. Hey, Doctor, wait for me!
see the doctor's gone now.
He's always been such a clever but silly man.
Well, I hope that he wasn't too upset with what happened. The gauntlet is now locked away, back in the Omega arsenal, in case it is needed to be used again, perhaps in a dire emergency.
You could at least stayed a little later to be warned.
Oh, yes. It has been said that his darkest fear is returning. Something that he had unleashed when using the Jewel of Time.
And now he's back waiting for him on Earth after all this time.